Hi, this is Megan of Megan's Creations. It's good to be back after a little bit of a break. I got this request for how to give the look of a word missing out of the paint, out of a graffiti. Kind of make it look like maybe there was something there, like some letters that it was painted and then the letters were pulled away so that there's a gap there where the letters were. And it's really fun to do that. So I thought I'd show you. It's real quick. It doesn't take too long. And I have here a solid and a paint from my new kit. This collection, this a new collection this week. He Rocks to complement my She Rocks collection that came out last month. And I want to throw a rocker word into this paint. And so I have already typed out my word and tilted it to the angle that I want and put it like that's where I want it to be, but I just want it cut out of the paint. So now that I've got it done, I'm going to the layer with the word, and under blending options, sorry, you probably can't see that, but here you go. Under blending options, and first go to this fill opacity and drop it down to 0, and then knockout, we want to put it at deep. Okay, so that cuts it out. Now I'm going to go a step further because the situation I was describing to you, like pretend that we had actual paper letters rocker there and then painted over it. Usually you get a pool of paint around those letters or right around the edges, and so I want to try to create that effect. So I'm going to go to this outer glow style, and it's set to this yellow, and we don't want yellow. So what I'm going to do is most of the colors around it, I mean it's very different colors, but I'm just going to go ahead and go with this like medium gray here. And then blend mode, I'm going to change to color burn, and that's going to try to help it, actually be blue around the blue and green around the green, and bring it down just a little bit on the opacity. But then we can play around with the spread and the size to see how much of a it's just like it gives a little bit of an outline to try to make that look of like there was paint gathering collecting around the edges of the letters before we pulled them out. And so I wouldn't go too overboard with that. You don't want to make it look like a drop shadow, but you just want it to kind of look like there was a little bit of paint collecting. So those are the settings I would use. A little bit of color burn, bring the opacity down 30-40%, and then playing around with the spread size till you get the look that you want. And again, color burn is so that it maybe on the green it'll look more like a dark green than the gray that we had. So, and then click OK. And by doing it like this, we don't have to rasterize the text layer. You can go in and say, oh, maybe I don't want rocker, maybe I want this other word, and you're still able to edit the text as you want. Say punk, whatever you want to say. It just has that style there, and we can change it up as we need it. So I hope that that's something that you find interesting and you can use on your layouts right away. And we'll see you next time.